Today in Ashtanga Hridaya Sutra Sthana, we will discuss on Roganutpadaniya Adhyaya. So this chapter mainly deals with preventing the origin of the diseases. Okay, so it is just like a preventive healthcare concept. Okay, roga is a disease. Anutpadaniya. Utpadana means creating, manufacturing. Anutpadana means preventing, avoiding. Isn't it? Roga anutpadaniya. You split the word. Roga anutpadaniya adhyaya. Okay. So in this chapter, mainly we come across the term Vega. So in this chapter, so mainly the key word is the Vega. Okay. So Roga is the disease. Rogastu dosha vaishamyam, dosha samyam arogata, as we discussed in the first chapter, Ayushkami Adhyaya. Anutpadaniya means prevention of the origin of diseases. So here mainly we come across one term, that is Vegaha. Vegaha means it is the urge. Okay. Vega means related with this chapter. So this is here Vega means urge. Okay. For example, Mutra Vegaha. Mutra Vega means it's a urge for micturition. Okay. Kshuda Vegaha. Kshuda is the hunger. Kshuda Vegaha means it is an urge for the hunger. Clear? So Vega word indicates the urge. It's a natural urge related with this chapter. Okay. So Vega, the word Vega means that is urge. So as quoted in Padartha Chandrika, pravrittihi abhimukhena upastitatvam Vega. So here Vega, the word Vega means pravrittihi abhimukhena upastitatvam. Upastita means so which is ready to eliminate, which is ready to go out. So that is the Vega. Okay. So once the bladder fills, so then we will get the initiation for the micturition. So that is pravrittihi abhimukhena upastitatvam Vega. So now once the bladder gets filled with the urine, now we will get the initiation, we will get the urge for the micturition. So that is upastita Vega. It is a natural urge which is ready to go out. Okay, it is a derivation of the term Vega. So one more definition according to Hemadri, pravrittehe unmukhatvam Vega. Pravrittehe unmukhatvam, the initiation for the elimination of this natural urge is named as Vega. Clear? So here in this chapter, Acharya Vagbhata has quoted 13 types of natural urges, the 13 Vegas, which are not to be suppressed. Okay, so here in this chapter, Acharya Vagbhata has given 13 different types of Vegas, the urges, natural urges, which are not to be suppressed. So that's what the first sloka title is Adharaniya Vega. See, dharana, word dharana means which are to be adapted, okay, which are to be suppressed, related with this word, this concept. So adharaniya Vega means these are the natural urges, okay, natural urges which are not to be suppressed by force. Clear? Clear? Adharaniya Vegas. Okay, so let us see what are the 13 types of Adharaniya Vegas. Okay, so Dharaniya Vega is different, Adharaniya Vega is different. Adharaniya means which are not to be suppressed, forcefully. Okay, so let us see the first sloka, Adharaniya Vega. Vegan na dharayet. Vata vin mutra kshava trut kshudam. Nidra kasa shrama shvasa drumba ashru chardi retasam. So here, please you split the word properly. Vegan na dharayet. One should not suppress these following natural urges. First one is Vata Vega, that is gaseous collection. Okay, it's a flatus. Then second one is Vit. Vit means purisha. Vit means the fecal matter or the feces. One should not suppress the urge, natural urge for defecation. That is elimination of the feces from the body. Third one is mutra, that is urination. One should not suppress the urge for the urination. Whenever we'll get the initiation for this, so immediately we have to pass them out of the body. Okay, even one should not suppress the mutra vega. Kshavatu vega. Kshava word indicates kshavatu, that is sneezing. Even one should not suppress the sneezing also. Thrut is thirst. Okay, so even one should not suppress the urge for the thirst also. Then kshuda, hunger, nidra, sleep, kasa, cough, shramashwasa. See, remember the shramashwasa is single word. So shrama and shwasa, these two are, here it is a single word. Shramajanya shwasaha, shramashwasa. Exertional breathing. Clear? Exertional breathing, or you can consider it as a gasping. Okay, shramashwasa, one word. Jrumba is yawning. Ashru is tears. Chardi, vomiting, and the last one is retasa. Retas is shukravega. Even one should not suppress the urge for the shukra dhatus. Clear? So these are the 13 types of vegas which are not to be suppressed. Clear? So let me read the shloka once again. Vegan na dharayet. Okay, split the word properly. Vegan na dharayet. Na dharayet means adharaniya. Vegan na dharayet. Vata vinmutra kshava trut kshudama nidra kasa shamashwasa jrumba ashru chardi retasa. Okay, so let us say one by one. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. So what are the complications if the person suppresses these natural urges, and what are the treatment management? So what is the line of treatment if the person suffers from complication of this adharaniya vega? Okay, so let us see one by one. First one is adhovatasya dharana. So adhovata is suppression of the flatters, that is apana vayu. So apana vayu sthana is lower abdomen, isn't it? Apano apanakaha, isn't it? So lower abdomen is the site for the apana vata. So if the person suppresses the adhovata, then what are all the complications? So let us see one by one. First one is adhovatasya rodha. Okay, suppression of the gas or the flatters. Adhovatasya rodena gulma udavarta ruk klamaha vata mutra shakrut sanga drushti agni vadaha rut gadaha. So here the meaning is if the person suppresses the adhovata, then it causes gulma. So gulma means any kind of abdominal lumps or the enlargements or the tumors. So it is considered as gulma. Gulma mainly occurs in vital organs such as basti, hrudaya. Okay. So gulma is a vast concept explained by Acharya Charaka. So it's considered as enlargement of, or it is abdominal lumps or the abdominal enlargements, especially occurs on vital areas such as the bladder, that's the basti, or on the ruk, that's the kidney, or on cardia, that is heart. Okay, so long-standing suppression of the flatters may cause gulma. Udavarta is a distinction of abdomen or the upward movement of apana vata. So generally, the normal movement of the vata is always this anuloma gati. So generally we use the word vatanulomana. Vatanulomana means anuloma gati is it's a downward movement, is the normal movement of vata dosha. So udavarta is the upward movement of the apana vayu. Okay. So due to obstruction in the lower area, so the apana vata, it moves upward and it comes out through the oral cavity. So that is a udavarta. So because of the udavarta, the person may get distension of abdomen. Clear? Udavarta. Ruk. Ruk is rujaha. Ruk is synonym of rujaha or shulaha, that is pain. So because of gaseous distension, the person feels pain in the abdomen because of the accumulation of the gas, and because of the gargling sound, the person will get severe abdominal pain. That is ruk. Klamaha. Klamaha is, it is a exhaustion. Okay, exhaustion without any exertion. That is a tiredness only. Klamaha. Then Vata Mutra Shakrut Sangaha. See, the word Sangha indicate obstruction. Sangha, obstruction. See, for example, Vata Sangaha. Vata Sangha means obstruction for elimination of the Apana Vata. Mutra Sangaha, it is obstruction for elimination of urine. Shakrut Sangaha, it is an obstruction for elimination of feces or the fecal matter, portion. Clear? Vata Mutra Shakrut Sangaha. So because of the Urdhva Udavarta, so it hinders the elimination of Vata, Mutra and Purisha. Clear? Drushti Agni Vadaha. Drushti Vadaha. Drushti is the eye. Drushti is the eye. So Drushti Vadaha means visual disturbances. So it causes visual disturbances. Or in long-standing cases, it may lead to visual reduced vision or the loss of vision. Agni Vadaha. Agni Vadaha means it is reduced digestive capacity because of the long-standing suppression of Adovata. It causes Agni Mandya. So Agni Vadaha is nothing but Agni Mandya. Then Rudgadaha. Rudgadaha is actually, the word meaning is the palpitations, increased heartbeat. Okay, so here generally you can consider it Rudgadaha means cardiac discomfort. Okay, so these are the list of diseases which may occur because of suppression of Adovata, that is flatus. Okay, so next one is suppression of Purisha, that is suppression of feces. Clear? So if the person suppresses the defecation, urge for the defecation, so let us see what are the complications or what are the diseases. Shakrut Pindikodvesta Pratishaya Shiro Rujaha Urdhvavayu Parikarto Rudayasya Aparodanam Mukena Vit Pravrutischa Purvoktascha Amayaha Smataha. See, Purisha Vega is second one. Okay. In Avdharaniya Vega, Purisha Vega means it's the second one, suppression of feces. So in the suppression of feces also, the person will suffer from the same complaints which are discussed in the previous shloka. See, at the end of the shloka, here Acharya Vagbhata has mentioned that Purvoktascha Amayaha Smrutaha. So Purvokta Amaya means the diseases, the list of diseases which are quoted in previous shloka. The same complaints occurs even in suppression of Purisha Vega Dharana. Clear? So other than those complaints, so the remaining side effects are the diseases are, first one is Pindikodvesta. Pindika Pradesha means calf muscles. Pindika Pradesha is calf region. So Pindikodvestana. Pindikodvestana means pain in the calf muscles. Okay. So because of long-standing suppression of the feces or the defecation, it causes pain in the calf muscles. Okay. Pratishaya. Pratishaya is catarrh or the rhinitis or running nose, the secretion from the nose. Okay. Pratishaya. Shirorujaha. So it will lead to headache. Urdhvavayu. Urdhvavayu means it is just like Udavarta as we discussed in the previous shloka. So again, the elimination of the feces, again, it comes under the control of Apana Vata, isn't it? So once the defecation is forcefully suppressed, definitely it will vitiate the Apana Vata, and Apana Vata moves upward. Okay, as I told you in the previous concept. Okay, so because of the upward movement of the Apana Vata, it will lead to Urdhvavayuscha, that is upward movement of the air. It may lead to belchings or other such complication like distension of abdomen and others. Okay. Urdhva Vayu. Parikartika. Parikartika means it is a cutting type of pain in the anal region. Okay. Parikartika is itching or cutting type of pain in the anal region. That is parikartika. Okay. So because of the long-standing suppression of the feces, it causes itching in the anal part or cutting type of pain in the anal part. So that is parikartika. Hrudayasya aparodanam. So Hrudayasya aparodanam means it's a cardiac discomfort. So don't consider Hrudayasya aparodanam means Hrudgada means cardiac diseases. So it is a discomfort in the chest region. Okay. Hrudayasya aparodanam. Mukena vit pravrutischa. Mukena vit pravrutischa means so because of the urdhva vayu in severe condition, because of the urdhva vata, as the apana vata forcefully moves upward, so sometimes the patient may have vomiting of the feces. Okay, it's a complicated stage. Okay, in long-standing suppression. So that is mukena vit pravruti. Purvoktascha amayaha smrtaha. Purvoktascha amaya means as quoted in the previous shloka. That is gulma, udavarta, ruklamaha, vatamurta, shakrut sangaha, drishtyagnivadah, rudgadaha. So the same complaints may get in this condition. Clear? So it's regarding the adovataroda and purusha vegadharana janya vikaras. Okay. So let us see what is the treatment measure. So in such cases where the patient will be having the complaints related with the GI system. So there the treatment management is Annapanam cha vit bedi vit rodoteshu ekshmasu. So ekshma is again synonym for rogavati. Okay, gada, atanka, roga, vyadhi, these are synonymous terminologies. So the diseases which are arises because of suppression of Purusha Vegadharana, Adho Vata Vegadharana. So there we need to use the Anna and Pana, that is the food and the drinks, which acts as mild laxative. Okay, that is Vit Bedi. Vit Bedi means which helps to disintegrate the mass of the ficus. Okay, which helps for easy elimination of the Purusha or the feces. So such food and drinks to be adapted. Okay. Clear? Annapanam cha vit bedi vit rodoteshu ekshmasu. Clear? So even in Charaka, he has quoted that Sneha Sweda Vidihi Tatra Vartayoho Bhojanani cha Panani Bastayaschaiva Shastam Vatano Lomanam. So especially in Adovata Vegadharana, the patient has to undergo snehana karma and swedana karma. Sneha sweda vidihi tatra. So it includes both abhyantara sneha and baya sneha. Then varta yogo. So there we need to use anal suppositories. That is varti, gudavartis. So gudavartis means these are the wick-like structures which are inserted in the anal part to drain or to evacuate the bowel. Okay. So gudavartis are used. Varta yogo. Then Bhojanani cha panani. Bhojanani panani means here we need to use food and the drinks which acts as laxative. Then basta yastaiva, especially in this condition, we need to give basti chikitsa. Okay. It is like animatry. Shastam vatano lomanam. Here we need to use the drugs which act as vatano lomanam, because in these two conditions, vata is having upward movement. So here, to change the direction of the vata, we need to use vatano lomana dravya. So best, especially it is just like a constipation. Okay. In constipation condition, generally we prefer Trifla Churna and other. Even the Godugdha also acts as Mrudu Virechika. Clear? So even in shloka number 5th, it is given that Tadaushadam Varti Abhyanga Avagahascha Swedanam Basti Karmamcha. These are the line of treatments which are given in these three conditions. That is in Adovata, Purusha, and Mutra Vegadhara. Okay, so let us see before that, let us see what are the complications which may arise because of suppression of urine. Okay, so if the person suppresses the urge for urination forcefully, so he may suffer with these following diseases. Shloka number 4th one. Angabanga Ashmari Basti Medra Vankshana Vedanaha Mutrasya Roda Purvecha Prayo Rogaha. So again he has used the word Purvecha Prayo Rogaha. Again, it indicates the same list of diseases which are quoted in previous conditions, that is in the suppression of the defecation and in the suppression of feces, flatus. Okay. So other than this, other complaints are Angabanga. Angabanga is, that is a pain all over the body. Angabanga. Ashmari. Ashmari is, so long-standing suppression of the urine causes urinary calculi. Okay, long-standing urination, it causes, because of the increased the concentration of the urine, it leads to formation of the urinary calculi or the stones. Then it causes pain in the Basti, Medra, Vankshana, Vedana. Vedana is the pain. So because of the long-standing suppression of urine, so it causes pain in the bladder, pain in the genital organ, pain in the groin region. Okay. So Medra is genital organ. Okay. Basti is bladder. Vankshana Pradesh is groin region. Okay. These are the complications. So the person may get because of suppression of urine. Clear? So the treatment is Mudrajeshu tu Panecha Pragbaktam Shashyate Gritam Jirnantikam cha uttamaya matraya yojana dvayam avapedakam etatcha sankshiptam. Okay. So here in the diseases of suppression of urine, so here the treatment management is, so here we need to make the patient to drink the medicated ghee, okay, or the plain ghee before and after digestion of the food. So it is considered as Uttama Matra. Means here we need to give Uttama Matra. Uttama Matra of Snehapana is, as you studied in Snehapana Vidyadhyaya, which digests in 24 hours. Okay. So Uttama Matra of Gratapana is advised in these diseases, that too before food and after digestion of the food. 2 doses are given, which is named as Avapedaka Sneha. Okay. So Avapedaka Sneha means administration of ghee before and after digestion of the food. Okay. This is the best line of treatment in the diseases which arises because of suppression of urination. Okay. And the general line of treatment is, general line of treatment in all these 3 conditions, that is in Adovata, Purusha and Mutra Vegadhara. The general line of treatment is Tadaushadam Varti Abhyanga Avagahascha Swedanam Basti Karmamcha. So Varti Prayoga means, I told you, the anal suppositories are used to drain the bowel or to clear the flatus. Then Abhyanga is indicated, that is oil massage all over the body with Ushna Jala Snana. Avagahana means immersion in the bath. So you are studied in Sweda, Chaturveda Snehana, Avagaha Sweda. So making the patient to sit in a tub which is filled with warm decoctions or hot water. Then Svedana Karma is the fermentation of the solution treatment. Then Basti Karma. So Basti Karma is very similar with enema treatment. Here. So it's regarding the general line of treatment for the diseases which are arising from suppression of the Adhovata, then Purusha and Mutra.